Hey guys, this video is going to be a bit different. I've never really made a presentation like this, and one time actually in the 9th grade I delivered a presentation on deforestation in Honduras, and I struggled so bad mentally delivering that presentation. I've been deathly afraid of presentations ever since. I literally took a pause and I was like, deforestation, it's bad. And my entire class was laughing at me the entire time. So don't show up stoned to school when you're a sweet person and nobody knows the other side of you. Speaking of other sides, I'm a nonconformist transgender human queer woman living in North Carolina who in September of 2024 was transphobically targeted by the stage of Saturday Night Live through an abuse of power. And so this is the story of how it happened, just so people understand, my identity is real. I am a very real human. I would never intentionally want to hurt anybody. I actually, as a nonconformist, I don't really identify with flags or anything. I prefer, the rainbow, the sun, that's all cool, but, maybe, my community needs to know, y'all, I'm here for us. I stand in solidarity even if I just appear to be the human that I am in the body that I am. I'm trying to liberate my community, right? And so here is the story. Now, some of you guys may be wondering, what is SNL? Well, it's called Saturday Night Live. It is a comedy show built to serve the American people. Heidi is awesome, by the way. I miss you, and ego queen. Anyways, NBC's mission statement itself is to create compelling content that entertains, informs, and engages audiences. It shapes culture and public conversation through influential media, deliver trusted news, sports, and storytelling across platforms. This one's interesting. Operate with a social responsibility, emphasizing diversity, inclusion, and community impact. Saturday Night Live itself, the first one's a little iffy. They want to push boundaries, so not on my watch. They want to communicate the week's headlines. Apparently, I'm super crazy cool. And they want to prove that comedy can still speak truth to power. Not the inverse, though. And all while making people laugh. Oh, I was laughing hysterically when I got transphobically targeted. And you may be saying, guys, Nat, what's wrong with you? Why would they hurt you? Well, I saw SNL suffer, and I got sad. So I thought in my life, I can make SNL smile with my series that I made. And then they would all be better, but they didn't really understand me. And so these were stories posted from my account where, yes, I do have the username Nat. So here we go. Let's just watch this, get a feel for, what was going on. So I went to see Sarah perform stand-up.
About this. I wish I could talk on my dick, but kids don't ever said anything about my face and penis lately. You guys might have that reaction.
I literally told that to Trump supporters that are super homophobic. See, I repair my own cars. Nonconformist transgender. Going and hanging out with my mom like a little frat bro. I hurt someone's heart pretty hard. Staring into my soul. Oh, okay. One art. Oh, a little gay. Okay, no one noticed. And then I have this whole story about grief and aching and pain because being transgender, it's really fucking hard, bro. People don't understand who you are, and you have to do so much work to be loved in an equal light because humans don't understand or respect diversity. It's a shame. I was literally positioned in the worst fucking place. For someone putting, tagging them on my Snapchat stories, they saved me this seat. And this is a terrible seat. This is supposed to be VIP. Why the hell is VIP, staring right at their side when they literally have, a full slideshow presentation going on that I can't even see? So I hated this entire show because I love to look at things. I needed those graphics to keep me entertained, but I was this is just I look creepy. I hate this. I want to move. And so, whatever. I'm a scumbag. Then I saved my roommate's dog, or my neighbor's dog, from a fire. I got really into fighting because my dad transphobically hate crimed me in June. And then I got targeted, bro. No questions asked about me, bro. My ego is enormous.
It's enormous like my crib in California. If you ain't got no heart, man, you're gonna need a donor.
I guess you guys are gonna need a donor. Someone to donate to you when your careers are over, because what the hell is this? What is this about? Listen.
So, to explain, our first segment is Brat or Nah. Hunter Biden's laptop, Brat. Mark Robinson's search history, Nah. Barron Trump going to NYU, Brat. NYU, Nah. Amy Adams in Night Bitch, Brat. Eric Adams in Indictment, Nah. And of course, my aunt's breast reduction surgery, Brat. So happy for you, Carol. You can run again. Yay!
And you guys, I know it might be hard to believe that I'm nonconformist, but that was like, oh my god, I wanted to get on SNL to protect the trans lives like myself, and bruh, oh, dead. That killed me. You know what I mean? Like, transphobia, it's bad. And so, you know, a lot of people might not respect it. They may ask, is being a nonconformist transgender human real? Yes, being a nonconformist transgender human is real. Here's why. Because transgender describes your gender identity. A transgender person is someone whose gender identity does not align with the sex or gender they were at birth. So that's a well-established human experience recognized across cultures, and it's been supported for decades. And, you know, I understand that, you know, a lot of people have a hard time seeing trans people and understanding that they're valid and they need to be loved and respected in light. But there's also a lot of misogyny from birth. Misogyny in the transgender community where, you know, someone may be way more celebrated than a woman, a natural-born woman who chooses to come out as the opposite gender because men are coddled in our society. And if you are born with a penis, whether you like it or not, you come with certain privileges that a woman doesn't have, right? And so nonconformity in my behavior or expression, I don't adhere my personality to dominant social norms. So I can wear whatever I want because I'm not subscribed to a particular gender. I can speak however I want freely and honoring myself. I don't have to wear makeup, but I can if I want. You know, it's not a diagnosis or ideology. It's a descriptive term. And actually 25 to 33% of the community, the transgender community, is nonconformist, non-binary, or, you know, not messing with their physical appearance. And I come from an area where, you know, people are like have less money or time to like spend on developing a new gender just because, you know, it is a burden to people's families, and it can be very expensive if, you know, you come from a poor community or you're not like in a huge city where, you know, you're constantly surrounded by affirming clinics and people of your same community, right? So for me, it's a way of kind of empowering this North Carolinian individual within myself. And so part of my goal was trying to get on SNL to be a comedian, to raise awareness, to protect my queer community during this time, you know, even when I'm being isolated and hurt by them. Because genuinely, I do believe that we can create a better world, but it will never live in constantly victimizing yourself, because everyone in this entire world experiences trauma. It's how you move through that trauma in the light that truly matters, and that's what I wanted to inspire. So, you know, my reaction to that abuse has been, you know, do you guys like want to fight? Like, I get it. I am trans, but like I came out of my mother and I love my mom, and I'm also bisexual, and I also might be Bart or Phil, but I'm also 11, but I'm actually 27, so I shouldn't finish that sentence. And I don't know what this is. I feel like that's popular in my community, but they kind of creep me out. So, you know, once again, you know, transgender, nonconformist, I'm choosing to express myself how is right for me in relationship to my personality that I've had for my entire life. You know, I have diverse voices within me, and this is a clip that I made from episode 2 of my series, which may help you understand it better than I can explain.
Issue, like, women always get mad at us for being ourselves, or they're gonna ghost us or not speak to us because we're not in alignment with their true identity and energy. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, I have to do serious internal work to overcome all the abuse that they did to my ego just because they're too good for me. sending a prayer up for me tonight. I used to have a boyfriend, but then the boyfriend had me. Why was I always on top? Despite that, I've never had a girlfriend. I wondered why. Was it because that one night out at the club in Boone, North Carolina, when I fell for that guy friend, we were walking to the club, the brewery that's open until 2 a.m. and he fell in a river. His clothes were soaking as I was running with the boys yet again. So we make it through the river, we make it to the brewery. The ladies are already sitting down with their chosen broads for the night. There I am on the outside with this man that's soaked from head to toe in river water. And what do I do but push him up against the wall and start making out with him? Is it all my fault? Did I do something wrong? Am I the problem? The Barbie movie itself introduced me to a new appreciation for America and horses that I didn't know I had before. I thought this was a good book, and then I picked up one on the Civil War, and I haven't been able to sleep since. Dear girls, am I the problem because one time you put your hand on my shoulder instead of saying, Lego my ego, I fell in love with you and might have peaked? A bit? Men. Welcome to my comedy series, Simba. And woman, I guess you can stay too, but please don't be so egotistical about it. Love you mean it, sexies.
So I actually feel a lot more confident with my hair as long as it is now, despite, I might look more trans in that video. It's just a matter of having the courage to say stories that I lived in the body that encases me, while empowering myself to be physically the person that I'd like to be while honoring my birth. So that's my take on nonconformity. However, how they broke NBC's mission statement through targeted harassment of a transgender individual is it reinforced a lot of stigmas, like, oh, I'm going to do all this work to overcome abuse and still be targeted by a platform with how many million viewers, rather than having our kind of beliefs collide and coincide and understand that I'm not on anybody's side except for myself, and when I'm on my side, I stand in solidarity with everyone in the entire world. And so the boundary crossed was an ethical issue. It was bullying at its finest, amplified by our nation. So imagine being me. What, transgender people are 1% of the population, and I'm being targeted by your stage through a form of deep abuse directly at me by name? Like, I am a very vulnerable human, but that power imbalance is so bad. So you guys didn't push boundaries, you did targeted bullying, which was an exploitation of my vulnerabilities. Social commentary is not to be pushing down on people. Actually, comedy itself is not meant to be jokes that hurt people. So if I'm the headline of your weekly news, it destroys your credibility. Like, it's direct harm. Abuse. It's bad. Exercising power against someone's will with, no power to themselves is an inversion of your truth to power, because you are stripping my humanity bare in the name of a lie. And, other people may see this sketch and laugh because they don't know who I am. That creates humility, outrage. Cruelty is not entertainment, especially when it's against a nobody. And if you still don't understand, here's another thing. I'm already so oppressed. God, it sucks. It sucks so bad. Hot girls skip me by in the line.
Get me on the dance floor, I'm finally here. But matriarchy knows me, so I'll put her beer. Gotta get home, my fumble in a text. Stay up all night, promise that I sex. Dad hates me in this world, sister taught me I'm no girl. Best friend coached me how to stack the rope, we done loves to nap. Girls who taught me I'm no slave. They're why I hate myself today. These are the haze, these are the strays, these are the slaves of mother.
So, yeah, anyways, I actually don't operate on this wicked-ass level. Nope. I operate on a level not ruled by fascist dichotomy called nonconformist. I'm gonna get whoever I want to be my friends, and I'm gonna respect our differences in an equal light, and we're gonna walk down this challenging path where we might get lost, but we're gonna end that bad. We're gonna melt that shit away, because we don't need that. We don't need that transphobia. We don't need that sexism. We don't need that misogyny. We don't need that abuse of goddamn power. So that's my presentation on how I was transphobically targeted by the stage of Saturday Night Live as a nobody. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for respecting my humanity now that I've set some boundaries with the platform of NBC SNL. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?